using of energy. So continuously we are using of energy, one or other day it will going to be collapse. One or other day it will going to end up our completions of energies. So at the time where we will get the energies, the shortage of energy, we can destroy our modern style of life. So using up the term modern and traditional, less energy as used in the traditional life. We have frequently more energies. So these energies are either getting from some of these substances or from solar cells, solar lights, solar energy. So these are neither created nor destroyed. So why do you bother? But it can transfer from one to another, one form to the another form. So at the time we can get it, nothing destroyed that. So far any of the times we can use that. How do we get the energy? By this burning of some substances, burning of some materials. If not burning also, it provides a lot of energy for us. The example is radioactive elements, but we cannot using for all the purposes, because any of the substances we are going to burn it. So at the time it produces the lot of energy, light energy and heat energy. That is easy also to convert one form to the another form also. Their end products are cooled to the room temperature or ambient temperature. So at the time it should not disturb, should not destroy the environment. So far, so number of certain conditions, number of characteristic features we can require to select the some of the substances to produce the energy. Those type of the substances we call it as a fuels. So especially that is in that call it as chemical nature of fuels and chemical fuels also. So in this energy system, it can burn any mole of any volume of any any 1 gram minute grams of burn it. It can give the same amount of energy where it is burn it in more also. So using of the term burning, so it is the oxidation of the substances along with providing the gas or air. So at the time only we can select. If it is any of the things going to burn it, it requires three items. So that is one we can call it as a burning substance. Second one is we can call it as kindling temperature. Third one is motivators or supporters, combustible material supporters along with that um, kindling temperature. These three is found we can call it as triangular formula. Out of this you can remove anyone, it cannot burn, it cannot produce energy. So if it is removed also it can give the energy, you won't select it as a fuel. So further, whether according to the nature, how the atoms are, how the materials are in the forms, those are we can call it as solids, gases, and liquids also. The solids examples of fuels we can call it as any of these wood or coal, liquids as crude oil, gaseous is natural gas. Natural gas in liquefied, that is CNG, compressed natural gas. It contains the more number of percentage of 90%, 95 percentage of methane, remaining propane, ethane, butane. So that we can call it as a gaseous forms. So these are we can call it as a primary fuels also. So what is the difference between these forms of the fuels are three: solid, liquid, and gas. As the same way, the liquids also this petroleum. These are without processing of that. Without processing, we can Without processing, we can get it as some part of energy. So that energy is used for some of the purposes, whether it is run the vehicles or even it is run the factories. It can generate the electricity, generate the heat, generate the pressure, whatever the things we can use it. So at the time, no problem. If we can take any radioactive elements or highly inflammable substances, at the time, without this kindling temperature also, it can catches the fire. It can completely burn. So far, so these any of these things selected as a fuel, it having certain characteristic feature going to select using as a fuel. So that first characteristic feature is it is easy availability, whether it is in the artificial on the earth surface or in the ground. So at the time, so we can use it. It is bulk also, because if once the energy is available to us, so we can designing the engine of vehicles, designing of is very important. At the time we are use it, it is at least this easy available, affordable also, and low cost also. It is chemically stable in nature also. So all these characteristic features are there. First character, that is we can call it as easy availability, we can use it. So as the same way, it at the time of transporting also, it is one place to another using of the common vehicles. So that is enough to us. If it is very difficulty to transport also, at the time designing engine is very difficult. So first is easy availability. Second is easy storage also. If you storage any of the days, it should not changing of its structure also. If it is at the time of transport also, if it is shaking all those things, it can catch us the fire, it can destroy its nature also. The denaturing of its content, at the time we should not select it as a fuels. So after it's burned, so it is next, it catches the fire is the average or moderate ignition temperature. So ignition temperature is zero. No ignition temperature, it can catches the fire, it can give the energy light, lot of light and heat also. You won't select it. The third characteristic feature is the moderate ignition. So at the time of this moderate ignition, we can raise the temperature, it can catch the fire. We can decrease the temperature or 0 degree below to that, immediately it stops the fire, it stops the burning. So far, that third characteristic feature or the feature of fuel is a moderate ignition temperature. So next one is it containing the low ash content. So after burning, the end product only we can expect carbon dioxide and water. Beyond that, anything. If we expel the hydrogen gas into the atmosphere, if we expel the carbon monoxide into the atmosphere, those are the end products are more dangerous to the compared to the carbon dioxide and water. So far, this low ash content is also, we know ash content we require. Support to be any particulates or carbon particles, its sizes are below of picometer. So we call it as aerosol. The aerosol is also very less. Ash is also very less. Along with this, it is end of these the end products are carbon dioxide and water. No moisture is from getting into the atmosphere. So it is the before we can using the extract of any what percentage is there, we can separate it. Then we are using as a fuels. So end products also not harmful to human beings or not harmful to the animals, including of environment. If these things are there, we should not select it as a fuels. As the same way, the most important characteristic feature among its the fuel is high calorific value. So what is this calorific value? Unit mass of the substance is burned in the presence of air It can produce the lot of heat and light energy. Heat and light energy, the product is, the products are cool to the room temperature or ambient temperature. So that is requiring for us in that we can call it as calorific value. So maximum, for example, the all the radioactive elements are there. We should not use. Those are having these characteristic which are fuels, but not easily available. It is low quantity, highest cost. Not the combustion. The one more character is combustible. There is a controlled and sustainable combustions. When it is in the triangles, we can start the burn, it can start. We can switch off it, it can stop it also. But these radioactive elements are not easily available, not easily transportable, not easily controllable fuels, but no ash content, no moisture content. Ignition temperature is no need to that. Even this very minus also, it is once the radioactive elements start this emit the rays, end of its disintegration, it is continuously coming into the atmosphere, whether you can use it or not. So it is definitely dangerous to us. So far, any much maximum energy is also there, along with other some of the characteristic features we have noted down and followed, then we are going to select it as a fuels. Otherwise we won't select. So far better fuels for us is fossil fuels. So what are these fossil fuels? These are the crude oils, the long ago. So at the time of this anaerobic respiration, some of the organic materials are buried under the earth crust. So now we can extract from it is ash that can easily for burning also, end products easily availability also, and end products are not smoke also, no ash also, only the carbon dioxide and water also. It is controllable combustion also. All these characteristic features are there with some of these the fossil fuels. So we can select it for, these are the um, non-generated, what is that, so we can use any maximum extent, it is not available to us. So that is one or other day where it will go into this end of that. It is end to that. So we can changing into as reproductive that materials. So that is we can using our solar cells, solar energy, and other energies. We can tidal energy. We can use it. That is helpful to us also. So before going to this using of these fuels, what we can extract from the earth crust, that we can directly using as a fuel, that type of the fuels we can call it as a primary fuels, whether it is in the solid form or liquid form or gaseous form, without process, we can directly using into as a fuel. Those type of the fuels we can call it as a primary fuels. So if the, if not useful, if it is, why it is not useful? Because it is less calorific value, moisture content is also there, the end products are not carbon dioxide and water, and what is that, storage, all other things are there. Some of the characteristic features also not satisfied at the time. These sources, those type of these materials we can process it, then we can using as a fuels. That type of the fuels we can call it as a secondary fuels. So from the example of primary fuels are wood, peat, crude oil, and gas, natural gas. Secondary fuels are from the wood is making into the charcoal, coal into the making it as coke. The forms of coke also we can changing into as a coke, coal into changing into as coke. As the same way, these crude oils is changing into as according to their molecular weight, petrol, diesel, kerosene, oils, coal, tar. So whatever we can go into changing it also. As the same way, it is according to their nature we can call it as. The less number of methane, ethanes are there, we can call it as petrol. More numbers are there, it is in the straight chain or ring chain. At a time we can call it as diesel. So in between to that there is a one more, that is we can call it as kerosene. So based on its molecular nature and the production of the energy, that we can call it as a fuels. If we process the secondary fuel, if not processed directly using as a fuels, we can call it as a primary fuels. In that, for gaseous forms of natural compression gas, CNG, from that we can separate some methane. Only methane is there, we can call it as a methane gas, or we can also call it as biogas. This methane is also we can synthesize it from the or the excreta of animals and human beings, including of the humus. Also, we can animal dungs. Also, we can use it to produce the methane, that is biogas. They are the same things we can use it as LPG, liquefied petroleum gas. It contains of propane and butane. As the same way, water gas. Water gas, carbon monoxide, the mixture of hydrogen and hydrogen, we can call it as water gas. Producer gas, carbon monoxide and nitrogen is their producer gas. Coal gas, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, hydrogen, nitrogen, methane, ethane, all these things, the mixed form of different gases, we can call it as a coal gas. So based on this requirement, based on its chemical nature, we can use it. Many of the times we can using of liquid nitrogens also to using of some research process of energies, but it is not given to all the common people because of those are not satisfy the fuel characteristic which are these materials are not called as a fuels. So for including of satisfying at least 8 to 10 characteristic features of any substances, then we can use it as a fuels. So far, so this is fuels, forms of fuels, and the characteristic features of fuels we can use it. So in this, next is the last point and important point is characteristic features of fuel is that is calorific value. In this calorific value, the maximum amount of heat and light energy is liberated under the presence of air, and in the burning we can call it as calorific value. If it is calorific value more is there, no problem, we can select it. Along with the other characteristic features also we can select it also. In that, 1 gram of fuel is you can burn. Theoretically you can calculate it. So one that is what 1 kg or a kilo, 1 gram calorie, or 4.187 joule. 1 joule, 1 gram is burnt. Suppose it is example, it is your theoretical calculation. 1 gram of burned into the any substances, it can produce the 1 calorie or 4.187 of joule. It is produced, no problem. So how much of the weight you can going to burn it. So that much of value, that is energy, is also converting from one form to another form, and we can using for any of the our purposes also, convenience purposes also. If it is any difference, if it is some of the days same, that type of materials using as a fuels, one day it can produce the 1 calorie, another day it is zero point 0.8 calorie, point. If it is any differences are there, due to its chemical nature, due to the another effects of this temperature, pressures, the nature of the areas, at the time we can getting of our in the mind there are the two words, that is gross calorific values and net calorific values. In this gross calorific value, as the same, the maximum amount of heat and light is produced even unit mass of um, unit mass of fuel is burnt. That is, we can call it as a gross calorific value. That is a high calorific value. Is any of that shortage is there? For example, 1 gram is of the carbon is burnt, 1 calorie of heat is liberated in the atmosphere, liberated into this, we can using for our purposes, no problem, no grass, no net. Grass and net is also equal, but any minus is there, any shortage is there, immediately we can calculate it as a also net. 1 gram of fuel is burnt, how much of energy is going to produce, we can get it that. So far we define these two terms, one is gross calorific value, another one is net calorific value. So net is what we can get it. So in the grass is maximum, what we cannot get it, what at the time of transferring from one form to another form of energy, we cannot use it, it is escape, it is let off into the atmosphere. So that type of energy is also is it is escaping. So further we can calculation of grass form of energy, q of grass, we can call it as a is equal to sensible heat plus latent heat of the substance, latent heat of the condensation of water. So it is escaped into this in the gaseous form. So at the time of condensation, it can form into these water vapors. So far, maximum Q of quantity of GVC, that is gross calorific value, or G, is equal to sensible heat plus amount of latent heat of water. So latent heat of water is possible to changing into as a fuel energy, no problem. If it is not possible, at the time of this net calorific value is equal to the maximum amount of energy is convertible into this light and light gas, but which is let off into the atmosphere, that is we can call it as a escape energy. So we to find out the net is equal to, so q of n or lower calorific value is equal to q of gas minus latent heat of steam, latent heat of water vapor is formed. So one calorie is we can convert it, no problem. Point 0.9 is converted. This point 0.1, point 1 is it is escaped or let off into this atmosphere. So for gross calorific value and net calorific value. The net calorific value is the amount of heat is liberated from the unit mass of the fuel. It is let off into the atmosphere. We can call it as a net. So that is we can find out with q of g is equal to q, that is sensible heat plus latent heat. Q of net is equal to q of gas minus, that is sensible heat or latent heat of water. So finally latent heat of net is equal to gas minus the percentage of hydrogen, and molecular weight of this water is 18. So percentage of hydrogen is we can calculate. So that is H2O, that is 18 divided by 2, equivalent weight of the water is 9, into the percentage of carbon content, the latent heat of the steam, it has given. So immediately we are going to calculate the q of gas and q of net. So we are going to find out this q of gas, the quantity of heat is produced from the any of the substances, the heat and light energy. So at the time, the maximum is we can call gas, escape from the that is we cannot be converting into for our useful purposes, we can call it as that is the net gas minus this percentage of hydrogen as well as and sensible heat latent heat of water vapor and multiplied by 0.09. So this is the formula. Q of gas is equal to latent heat plus sensible heat. Q of net is equal to the Q of gas minus percentage of hydrogen into molecule, that is 0.09 into latent heat of a steam. So we can multiply, automatically we can calculate both the types of values, the calories of heat, calories of fuels, we can find out. For this, we are using one of the instrument, using one of the device that we can correct as calorimeter. So that calorimeter is made of a strong vessel. It is a strong metal. It is formed in these two valves. It is look like of a cone shape or even including of a um, bomb shape. So far we can call it as a bomb calorimeter. So this calorimeter is keep inside this one of these outer box type nature. We can call it as a the water filling of boxes. So in that the fuel is taken inside the crucible. So here the diagram is there. In that diagram, sample is taking is whether it is 1 gram or 0.1 gram or zero point 0.2 grams, whatever else you need more, need mole of fuel, need mole of substance. We can use it inside that bomb calorimeter. So it is made out of strong cylindrical valves. It is airtight also. When we open the valve, the air is entered into the time of burning. We can close it. Then no air is entered into this crucible to burn it. So for this crucible is connected with electric wires, followed by, so we can keep the thermometer one of the side of boxes. Along with this we can the magnetic stirrer is there. In that magnetic stirrer, it is used to um, at the time of stirring we can using of how much of this heat is liberated, it can note down in the thermometer. So for this you can practice the diagrams also. It is very important question. So to find out this calorific gross and net calorific value of the fuels by the bomb calorimeter, the fuels for this using as both solid and liquid, not it is used for gas. So in this, it is construction is there, rating of the diagram is 2 marks are there, you can write it. So whatever the fuel it is taken inside the crucible, that is mass of the fuel is, we can call it as m gram or m kg. So then it is initial temperature, you can note down T1. As the same at the time of after weighing of this mass of fuel, then you can note down the temperature. So you can fill the water into this equivalent of calorimeter. You can note down that is also how much of liter of water you can fill it, whether it is 2 liters, 5 liters or 10 liters, whatever you can get it, you can note down. So followed by then it is start to burn. So it is start burning connected to the electricity. So within 2 or 3 minutes starting of magnetic stirrer also working. So it is universal of transferring the temperature from one end to the another end the calorimeter. So far at the time we can note down the T1 T2 minus T1 also. The water equivalent weight is also measured. So finally we can get the formula is Q of gas is equal to capital W plus small w into that is T2 minus T1 temperature into specific heat of given. Specific heat of all these substances is very important. Based on this specific heats, we can get the maximum amount of energy is liberated. Specific heat is very less, the amount of generated energies from the fuel is also less. So far, we can calculate it by whatever the mass of we can take 1 gram or 2 gram or 0.1 gram. How much of the weight of how much of gram of taken the fuels, whether it is petrol, diesel, or even wood, or any other things also you can use it. Suppose you can test it as how much of the fuel it can lead. So finally we can get a gram per joule or kg per joule of energy will liberate. That is what we can call it as a the grass energy, q of grass calorific value. So as the same way you can we can find out that net calorific value at the time q of in net calorific value is equal to grass minus the percentage of hydrogen and latent heat of water, latent heat of steam we can mention, and percentage of hydrogen multiplied by 0.09. So it is the formula. So you can multiply it. So immediately you can get it as the net calorific value. So maximum for any of these purposes we can use 90% or 95% of energy is net we can get it. So 5% or 1 or 2% is let off into the atmosphere. We cannot 100% converting into as a fuels. It is in the Carnot engine we can converting into as a 98% or 99% of energy. So any of this maximum amount of heat and light is liberated, released into this as a energy. That type of the substances we are using as a fuels. For this number of numerical problems are there, so you can practice it also. At the time you can find out this gross calorific value and net calorific value. In this we can notice that from that way, if you making mistake of any of the point 1, point 2, any of these after the digits 4 3 4 values we have taken, if you made mistake instead of 7 numerical 7 marks for numerical problems we can cut into as 1 or 2. So far, for each numerical problem every day you can practice one numerical problems from the modules first. So in the second module, non-numerical problem. So this third module is having one numerical problem, that is uh, this is bomb calorimeters. Find out the gross and net calorific value. The third one problem is under this module fifth, the module fourth, the water chemistry. In that portion to find out the COD and BOD. The first module, third module, and fourth module contains one numerical problems. It is a must also in all the question paper. So three numerical problems you can practice it. You can definitely get the 21 marks from each that. Along with some of the other questions are repeated questions are there. You can get into this practice. So usually, so you can get these more marks in the chemistry. So for this any type of substances we can using as a fuel to satisfy the characteristic features of the fuels, along with this the other characteristic features. More important is this calorific value, in that how much is possible to converting into as grass and net. So based on that we can select it as a fuels, otherwise we cannot select it as a fuel substances. So in this more important to us is carbon containing substances are more easy for us. It is a non-renewable also we can use it. It is more convenient to us. If you want to changing it as convenience, that is renewable energies, we can use the solar energy, tidal energy, and other energies. We can design the engines to that, and also we can use it as fuels. As the same way, the after this distinction between these fuels, characteristic features are satisfied. Afterwards, we can go into thinking about of its qualities. So, in this any types of this the internal combustion engines, so we can using of as a fuels in that. Um, it can produce maximum energies also. So while it is rating of increasing the compression ratio, so at the time, so any of the sounds will come, any of the sounds will come, so that sounds is called as a knocking. So this knocking of petrol, this knocking of petrol is increasing the compression ratio. So with along with increasing of air is providing. So there is no sounds will coming. If it is not increasing this, the percentage of air is sufficient for this burning of the fuels. Immediately one type of the sound will coming from the engine. That sound is we can call it as a knocking. So to produce this knocking, number of disadvantages. No advantages is there. So that is a rattling sound is there, engine is braking, the riding is unpleasant, decreasing of mileage, and as well as the under the engine is coming repair, and too much of fuel is also waste. So more than 6, 7, 8 type of problems are we can face it. So for what we are doing to this is, so instead of knocking to avoid, we can adding some of the substances to reducing of these knockings. We can call it as a anti-knocking agents. At the time, if it is increasing the compression ratio also, increasing the compression ratio also, so it should not producing the rattling sound of the engine. So those type of these substances we can call it as a anti-knocking agent. I think you have followed. So for increasing or improving the quality of the fuels, some of the minute or 1% or 2% or hello. So that increasing of this quality of petrol, adding some substances to reduce this knocking property. So that type of the substances we can call it as anti-knocking agent. So in these anti-knocking agents are tetraethyl lead and MTBE, methyl butyl ether, and ETB, ethyl tertiary butyl ether also. Methyl tertiary butyl ether and ethyl tertiary butyl ether, and we can add tetraethyl lead also, and we can add alcohol also. We can add it for gasoline. We are adding afterwards, it's mixing also, the adding of some. So one drop of tetraethyl lead you can add, increasing the 4-5 kilometers of mileage by your vehicles. So it is for maximum is 10 drop to add to 1 liter of gasoline become as gas oil. You can add lead, tetraethyl lead. That petrol is we can call it as a leaded petrol. Instead of the lead, we can add MTB, methyl tertiary butyl ether. You can add that petrol. We can call it as a unleaded petrol. So not even adding of any one drop of tetraethyl lead. So you can add either MTB or ETB, methyl tertiary butyl ether. You can add, that is also unleaded petrol. Ethyl tertiary butyl ether you can add, that is also unleaded petrol. You can add 10 ml of alcohol, 10% of alcohol you can add, that is also it can correct as a gas or oil. So all these three are coming under unleaded petrols. Instead of lead, tetraethyl lead you can add any other substances. You can add it, reduce the knocking properties, increasing the quality of petrol, increasing the pleasure of riding, increasing the mileage. What is it? Carbon monoxide they avoid to that also. Number of what are the disadvantages has taken place. We can reduce by adding of some of the agents, we can call it as anti-knocking agents. If we add tetraether lead, that petrol is we can call it as leaded petrol. Instead of the TL, tetraether lead, we can adding other of MTB, ETB or alcohol. Those type of the petrol we can call it as unleaded petrol. So don't adding of this, because this lead is volatile and it is entered into the atmosphere after the burning. So it can cause the number of diseases, that is asthma, including kidney diseases, heart diseases, and it is too much of dangerous towards of egg-laid mammals also, egg-laid animals also. So far it is for these herbivores also too much, and as well as in the temperature also it is varied, and that is heavy leaded is stored in the earth surfaces, again it is getting into our body. So far instead of tetraethyl lead we are using for MTBE, ETB or alcohol to that. So what type of the mechanism is having? So 1 gram of ethane or methane you can burn. So C2H6 along with sufficient amount of oxygen is you can give it. Oxidation takes place. The end products of these burnings are, that is carbon dioxide and water. Instead of this, if we lessly reduce of providing the oxygen for complete burning, so incomplete burnings has taken place. That incomplete burnings has taken place at the time. Instead of it forming into as carbon dioxide and water, it can forming into as ethane peroxides. First step. After the second step, next ethane peroxide is forming into as acetaldehyde. After acetaldehyde, it can third stages is we can provide minimum amount of oxygen. Acetaldehyde forming into as a formaldehyde. After formaldehyde is converting into as a carbon dioxide and water. So one molecule of ethane is burnt along with the 3.5 molecule of oxygen. It can provide the 2 molecules of carbon dioxide and 3 molecules of water. It is no problem. No knocking at all also. Instead of that, in the first stage, it is forming into as ethane peroxide. It it's the first stage. Second is after this ethane peroxide become acetaldehyde as formed. At the time, the one molecule of water is released. When it is forming into as acetaldehyde into this formaldehyde, at the time is carbon dioxide is also produced, one molecule, and one molecule of water is also produced, and formaldehyde is converting into along with this oxygen, minimum supply of oxygen converting into as one molecule of water and one molecule of carbon dioxide. Totally 2 molecules of carbon dioxide and 3 molecules of water is produced by 1 molecule of or 1 gram of ethane along with this 3.5 molecule of oxygen. The more of oxygen it can provide us, easily burnt also, easily liberate the energy also. That is the end products also cool to the room temperature, cool to ambient temperature, no problem to the atmosphere also. This is the anti-knocking property, this is the knocking mechanism of fuels. So what is this knocking? When increasing the compression ratio of these in the internal combustion engine, it produce beyond the certain values, it produces the rattle sound of the engine due to the production of the shock waves in the engine. So that shock waves, it can burn faster after minimum oxygen supplied at the time. Instead of carbon dioxide and water, it can first produce the peroxides, acetaldehyde, formaldehyde, then it is produced the carbon dioxide and water. So far, at the time of this ethane peroxide, all this formed, the rattling sound, fuel is too much of consumption and unpleasant riding, it is decreasing this waste of the fuels also, the damage of the engines also. All types of the problems has taken place. So we can measure it. So we can, instead of this only pure petrol we are using, we can adding of at least 10% of alcohol, 10% of tertiary methyl ETB or MTB. So these increasing the quality of petrol gives the more mileages. The end products also ambient to the room temperature, and it is reduces of non-renewable energies using also. These things we can do it, and we can using as a good fuels. I think today's discussion is enough. For this, you're having any doubts, you can ask me while in these notes also, afterwards also. So at the time, so we can definitely to clarify your doubts. So in this, any of these doubts you are having, you can get clarification. Along with that, for numerical problem, I will send the numerical problems solving also. You will practice, you will get the more marks in chemistry. So okay. Any doubts? Okay, thank you.